Next up, ladies and gentlemen, a very controversial clip that I'm going to upload now, so please don't take offense to Alex Gillingham. This is the channel creating conversation, creating debate is exactly what we're here for. Change cannot happen without debate on both sides, and it's one thing that we're not doing. We're debating with these and with weapons, and when I say we, you know exactly who. I mean the thugs on all sides, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and roll this clip, and please comment in the section below on what you feel.
History was rewritten, so we think that the royal bloodline is Queen Elizabeth, but it's not. Queen Elizabeth's family actually are descendants of Vlad the Impaler. So the royal family was just placed as a front or a puppet to carry out all of the instructions of the Rothschilds and all of these elite families. Stonehenge is the heart chakra of planet Earth, and Stonehenge, the Tor, and Avebury, these are the three sites that form a triad in that whole Isle of Avalon. This triad is connected to the heart chakra of Sirius B. From Sirius B, we get the galactic royalty codes in their purest form, and they come down this crystalline rainbow bridge, which is a 6th density structure. It streams into the grids of planet Earth. Now, the Anunnaki, the negative beings who were in charge of this planet, have corrupted the galactic royalty codes, so they cannot reach humanity in its pure form. So when these pure codes come in from Sirius B, they're inverted by the Naburian diodetic crystal. So there's a 666 implant in Stonehenge that's been there for the last 25,000 to 12,000 years since the Luciferian rebellion. And we're being shown that when this implant was placed, they also hijacked the royal bloodline somewhere in the 1500s or 1600s. The historical reference has been erased from most records. What you're going to read in the normal history books in the library is not going to tell you the truth, because history was written by the Anu Melchizedeks, the bad ones, the fallen priesthoods. So history was erased and rewritten, so we think that the royal bloodline is Queen Elizabeth, but it's not. Queen Elizabeth's family actually are descendants of Vlad the Impaler, who was a very big evil guy. He waged many wars, he killed millions of people, and he got the name Vlad the Impaler because he used to torture people in the most horrendous ways. The Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles bloodline come from this horrendous family of Vlad the Impaler. In the 1500s, there was a war where the true royal king of England, who held the Christos Sophia bloodline, the authentic galactic royalty bloodline, that was killed in a war. So the king was executed and his entire family was executed. The Rothschilds were involved in financing that war. This is a big truth bomb. The Rothschilds have had a plan to dominate humanity for thousands of years. And at that time, they were financing the war against the King of England, which they won. And then to install their own puppet in power, which they always do, they introduced the ancestors of Queen Elizabeth into the royal kingdom. So they became the fake king and queen at that time. They were placed in power, and the only deal that they made with these international elite banking families was that the royal family will carry out all of the instructions of the Rothschilds and all of these elite families. So the royal family was just placed as a front or a puppet to carry out these evil deeds to dominate the planet even further. Since 2012, there's a huge cleanup operation that's been taking place on planet Earth. Part of this cleanup operation was to remove the negative ones from the royal family. So Queen Elizabeth, her death was staged, but she was executed, I think, a few years before her
21.
actual staged death. Prince Charles is also on his way out. All of these people are on their way out. Now, this is why 888 is so important. We need the purest light workers who feel the call to be in Glastonbury to help anchor the Christed codes of the Christos Sophia royal bloodline. The ones who hear the call and show up there are the ones who are going to anchor the galactic royalty codes. They're going to come down from Sirius, the crystalline bridge from Sirius B, on August 8th, and we will be the first ones in humanity to receive the pure galactic frequencies, and we will do a ceremony to anchor those pure frequencies into the grids of Stonehenge and Avalon after removing and dismantling all of this negative 666 implant machinery. So that's the first time Earth will get the purest galactic frequencies, and that's huge. After that, it'll be opening up timelines of abundance for all of humanity.
If you like what we're doing here at TNTV News, please head on over to the description box of this video where you can find a link to our Patreon site. £1 a month will get you a shout out on our live feed or YouTube video plus a personal message.